So you guys gonna have to follow everything. Hopefully, it'll make easier grading. You understand a little bit more. Um, so hopefully my thing work. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm gonna start with the first questions. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with first question. So it's gonna be y is equal to 2 - 3x to the 2/3 over square root of x minus 1 cosine of x. So the first step they should have is natural log of y, and they should have natural log of those things. But they will end up to be 2 - 3x. I just shorthanded, so it should be 2/3 um, minus half ln of x minus 1 minus. This sign has to be minus in order to get it correct. So minus ln of cosine of x. It has to be minus. So that should give you a 1 check mark. Now this one's y prime over y, so it'll be 2/3 times -3 over 2 minus 3x minus 1/2 times 1 over x minus 1 minus u prime over u, so it'll be sine of x over cosine of x. Hold on, so u prime, which is negative sine of x. So if they take a derivative correctly, that's 1 check. Y prime is equal to, well, this is gonna cancel out 2 over 2 minus 3x minus 1/2 times 1 over x minus 1 plus 10 of x times by 2 minus 3x to the 2/3 over x minus 1 cosine of x. Wait, you don't give him the third check yet until they have a proper parenthesis right here. If they don't, give them half check mark. They have to have this parenthesis. Otherwise, this is multiplied to this. So sometimes you don't have a parenthesis. I cannot give you a point because you don't have the proper parentheses. And that leads to a wrong answer. Yes, Charlotte?
Did it show like the second check mark? So
do they do that in their head? Who is it?
Yeah.
Gabby can probably do it in her head. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Nicole and Joshua.
Did you forget the negative in front of the 2/2/3?
2/2. Yeah, there's a negative sign. Thank you. Nicole.
What if I didn't simplify?
They didn't simplify what? 3 and 3.
Yeah.
I'm okay with 3 and 3. Those are easy simplification. I'm fine with that. Yes, Lucia. Yeah, that's fine. Long as they have the math logistic to think through there, I'm okay with that. So sometimes they could omit certain things. Or something like easy simplification, I'm okay with it. Yes. I'm okay because by now you should know what is sine and cosine. I mean, if you still don't know, you should not be in my class. So this will give you 3 check mark. Now they have to have a parenthesis. Unfortunately, that one I'm gonna kind of strict on because it technically is the wrong answer. So that's the first question. Second question says yes.
This other person also forgot one half in front of like the ln x minus 1 in the second or in the first thing.
So give him 1.5 check. Well, I can give him 2/3. All right. So, any questions about anything? Okay. So you have y equal to x sine of 2x, ln of y equal to ln of x sine of 2x, and you should get ln of y equal to sine of 2x times ln of x, or either the other way. Now you're gonna have one check mark. Y prime over y is equal to cosine of 2x times ln of x plus sine of 2x times 1 over x. Is that okay? They did the product rule correctly. Y prime is equal to cosine of 2x ln of x plus sine of 2x over x times x sine of 2x. Now, like I said, if they don't have this parenthesis, would it give you a 2.5 check mark? Yes, Chris.
Take 2 cosine 2x. Then you take the derivative of that.
Which one?
When you
First one. This one's 2. Yeah. 10 point off. Mr. Ye. Any other questions? Three check mark here. Number 3, negative 2x squared y minus ln of x y squared equal to y squared. Now, this question is, some people will argue, is misleading. Now, what people should recognize, if this is a here, then there has to be a parenthesis over there. If it's a ln x times y squared, then y squared would be on the front in order to differentiate both. So in order to look the difference between two. So for me, like I didn't write a parenthesis. I copied exactly what the homework question was giving. So it was not any notation mistakes. If it's my mistake, I understand it would be my fault. But you have to understand from that side, a perspective is you need to see those invisible parentheses. So in this particular case, I will go ahead and a smart way, you can also do u prime over u at a natural log side. So their answer is going to look a little bit different. So for example, I'm looking at somebody's paper here. I think this is Alejandro's paper. She did fine. So negative 2 times x squared and dy dx plus 2x y. But here I will rewrite this as minus ln of x and the minus 2 ln of y, which is, she did not do this part, but I'm okay with that because she take a derivative correctly. So this one should be minus 1 over x, and this one's a minus 2 dy dx over y equal to 2y dy dx. Now, some people did do u prime over u. So for me, like u prime over u would have been, how do I do this? U prime will be y squared plus x times 2y dy dx all over xy squared. So they could have rewrite those. They could have, and this is minus sign. They could have rewrite this whole thing as this. And I would have given them the credit because they did u prime over u, and they do follow the correct parentheses. Yes. What?
Like instead of y, that's 2 dy over dx.
That's wrong, unfortunately. That's a logarithm algebra stuff. How far you, Natalia, are you paying attention? Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and change this. So it'll be negative 2x squared dy dx minus 4xy minus 1 over x minus 2 dy dx equal to 2y dy dx. I just distributed. I didn't do anything crazy. Now I'm gonna do all that in the next step. I'm gonna just do it very quickly. I'm gonna factor out dy dx on this side. This one will be 2y plus 2 plus 2x squared. And this one's gonna be negative 4xy minus hold on. 2y dy dx plus 2x plus 2, and then this one's a minus 4x minus 4xy minus 1 over x. Yes.
What happened to the over y for the dy dx over y?
Yes, I did forgot to write that down. So this one is 2 over y. Thank you. Now our dy dx is equal to 2y. No, sorry, minus 4xy minus 1 over x over 2y plus 2 over y plus 2x squared. Now, I'm okay to give you full credit if you got this part. I will say here is gonna be 3 check mark. The first one they have to take it to right. The second one they have to separate correct. The third one is here, but it's gonna multiply x, y, top and bottom. Now this one you don't need to do that if you didn't do it, so that's fine. 4x squared y squared minus y over 2xy squared plus 2x plus 2x squared to the third y. So this will give you a perfect check. So either from here or for here. Do you see how the proper thing to go through? Any questions? This one's kind of hard to grade. Now, if they got a final answer correct and they have some type of work to lead to that, I'm going to give them full credit. Just because it's really hard to come up with that answer. Very, 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 very difficult to come out of that answer. Can I go further or no? Question 4. F of x equal to e sine of x square root 1 minus t squared. This question has been asked several times already. So if I take a derivative, so that means I take a derivative here, if I take a derivative here, and I'm going to assume square root 1 minus t squared is equal to g of t. So that's going to be f prime of x is equal to d to the dx integration of sine of x of e of g of t dt. And that's going to be g of e minus g of sine of x and d to the dx here. And that's going to be g of e times derivative of e, which is 0, minus g of sine of x times cosine of x. That will end up to be minus square root 1 minus sine square of x times cosine of x. This is going to be minus cosine of x times cosine square of x, sorry. Cosine of x, that's equal to negative cosine square of x. I will say if they did some type of this, and if they take a derivative, get rid of the first term, and they got an answer all the way down, that will give you 3 check mark here. I mean, if you see they did that. Okay. Did I get a final answer? Negative cosine square x? Okay.
My person just didn't simplify to cosine square x.
I'm okay with that. That's not a big deal. Did I get square root of cosine square of it, or square root 1 minus sine square of x times cosine of x? Give him half check mark because 1 minus sine square is cosine square.
It is correct.
Yeah, they didn't simplify from here to here, right? I would say half for the third. Now, some people did this question use natural log. I think that's kind of slow. That's not derogatory, right? I'm just saying slow is a speed, so. But I can understand why you did that, but it doesn't make sense you do that, Alejandro.
No, I did it wrong. I didn't know which one was right, and I erased the two.
Okay, y prime is equal to e to the negative 2x plus cosine of square of x. This is to the 1/2 power, right? This is the same thing as saying something to the 1/2 power. So it'll be 1/2 to the negative 1/2. Is that okay? Is this okay? And times the derivative inside, which is derivative e to the negative 2x. So it'll be negative 2 e to the negative 2x plus 2 cosine square of x. Sine of x, negative sine of x. So this is negative. Sorry, I got negative sine of x, and here, and the parentheses should be correct. Now, if they have their answer like Alejandro's here, it's not wrong because you will find out their exact same answer. I'm just copying down her stuff, but their exact same answer if you pay attention to it. 2 cosine of x. Wait. Oh no, she did write a negative over there. Okay. She write it this way, which is fine. There's a negative sign here. E to the negative 2x plus cosine square of x. This one, e to the negative 2x plus cosine of square of x. Either or, I accept both. Huh? There's no square root on the bottom because it's a, yeah, u prime over u. I think I'll just give you all 3 check mark here in one step because so much easier. Not everything near necessary to use. Like I say, think about simple things. Don't think about more complex things. Your life is horrible if you think about complex things. Whew. Cosine square of x. Don't give Lucia points. Astrid, don't give it to her. Okay. Okay. All right, just for Lucia's sake, 2 and 2 can simplify. If you make her feel happier. All right, question 6. Y equal to log 2 of 3 minus 4x squared. It's actually a very easy question. If you were to do the changing base formula, so this one is equal to y equal to natural log of 3 minus 4x over natural log of 2, and this is 1/2. So that's going to be 1/2 ln of 2 times 3 minus 4x to the first power. Now, I have y prime now. That 2 ln 2 is a constant. Now, there's a formula for this. I purposely don't teach you because this is very annoying. So this one is going to be negative 4 over 3 minus 4x. And then you're done. U prime over u. And then if you are like, want to be like able to simplify stuff. Oops, Lucia did it. Oh, Alejandra did it wrong. You make it 8.
Oh, you're kidding. There's no way I did that. It's for no, it's if she was close. It's negative to 1 time. Girl,
Don't girl me, please. Oh, there's a 4x squared. Sorry, I write down here 4x squared. This is square. Wait. Maybe you should do it right. 4x squared. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this again. Shh. I'm miswriting something. Maybe she did it right. I don't know. Okay, so this is the x squared. And that's equal to 1 over 2 ln 2. And this is 3 minus 4x squared times negative ax. Negative ax. So that's just simplified to negative 4x with ln 2 times 3 minus 4x squared. But this part would be fine. Did she have that? She's missing a 2. Derivative of the u prime.
What do we have plus C? Plus C.
Why'd you get plus C? Who is this? Joshua, why you have plus C on your derivative? We should take a 3 check mark off. Did she get her answer?
Yeah.
I'll give him 2. This will be a 3 check mark question, so give him 2.5. You should not have plus C on the derivative. Me too. He's gonna put plus C on all of them.
Plus C could be 0, so it still could be right.
So that's why I give you half check mark. It could be right. If she or he find out this x has to equal to 1, and go ahead and take a derivative of that and plug in the bottom. So that's gonna be 1 over 6 times 1 squared plus 6 equal to 1 over 12. 3 check mark. First check, find out where x equal to 1 is. Second derivative, third. All right, so now if I take a derivative, that's going to be 2 e to the negative 2x plus 2x times negative 2 e to the negative 2x. And if I factor e to the negative 2x out, if I factor 2 out, that's going to give you 1 minus 2x, right? So x is equal to 1/2. And if I did number line test on 1/2, from left to right, so 2e to the negative 2x is always positive. You don't have to do it this way, but I show you how would I do it. So if it's 0 is positive, is negative. So 1/2 is 1/2 and the 1 over e is your relative maximum. I'm okay if you don't have it. I should get 3 check mark here easily.
What if underline we didn't put the plus and minus on top of it, and they didn't write max at or yeah max at. They just had x equals 1/2.
Given 2. You don't have to find a 1 over e because 1 over e isn't necessary. I'm just being extra. I'm going to take a double derivative of that one. So I'm going to take a double derivative of this one. So that's going to be derivative of 2e to the negative 2ex. So I'm gonna say negative 4e to the negative 2x times 1 minus 2x. And then plus 2e to the negative 2x times negative 2. Is that okay? So then I will factor out e to the negative 2x. Or can I take out 4? Can I take out negative 4? Can I take out 4? So that is going to give you what? Negative 1 plus 2x and negative 1. So it's going to be 4e to the negative 2x to the 2x minus 2. So x is equal to 1. This is really hard to get. So positive, positive, and then negative, positive. So is x equal to 1 as the inflection point. And if you want to be extra, then it's going to be 1 comma 2e to the negative 2. 2e to the 2 over e to the square. This is kind of hard, Aaron, because that required they do to get the first one in order to get the second one. Yeah. That's a lot of idea here. Basically, that's a good question just on derivative alone. So y prime, and this is on your homework. Ln of x plus x over x. So that's equal to 1 plus ln of x. That should give you a 1 check mark. If you set it equal to 0, so 1 plus ln of x, that equal to negative 1 equal to ln of x, x equal to e to the negative 1. 1 over e. If I plug in anything less than 1 over e, is it positive? Wait, is it positive or negative? 1 plus ln of e. If I plug in e to the negative 2, that's negative. That's a positive. Okay, yeah. So 1 over e is gonna be 1 over e ln e, so 1 over e. So that's gonna be relative minimum. So that's gonna give you 3 check mark. If you take a derivative again, so that's equal to 1 over x, there's no inflection point. This is too easy. That's only one extra check mark. Too easy. 1 over x can never equal to 0. It does have a concavity change, but it doesn't have because on the left-hand side it's not a function. So this is a 4 check mark, and this is 6 check mark. This is kind of different wording, different thing. How much time I have? Huh? What'd you say? Okay, I'm gonna keep on going. So, what'd you say? 2 to 5. 2 over 5x minus 1 dx. So u equal to 5x minus 1, du equal to 5 dx, and then du over 5 equal to dx. So that is going to be change of the boundary. What is the boundary change? 24, and this is 9. So it will be 2 over u, and then this is going to be du over 5. So 2 over 5 in the front. 2 over 5, and this is 24 and 9, so be ln of 24. Some people did this, kind of disappointing.
Okay.
It should write like this. It's a subtracting. You should. And you can even be cute. You can be 8 over 3. Now I'll accept all of them. but you should simplify. I'm hoping you know how to simplify.
How many checkpoints is that?
This three. They do a right use substitution. They change your boundary. They be cute like me.
What if they become cute?
Huh? The correct use substitution and they do du over u and then they have a definite integral. Okay, 9. Tangent of 1/2 x. This one's kind of hard. Pi over 2 and then pi over 3 and then this is 1 over pi over 3 minus pi over 2. So that is gonna be -6 over pi in the front. So u equal to 1/2 x, du equal to 1/2 dx, and there's a 2 du equal to dx. Guys, I cannot talk over you. Pi over 3, not pi over 3 yet, so it'll be tangent of u and times 2. So times 2. Okay, so that's gonna be -12 over pi, and then integration of tangent to u. What's integration of tangent to u? Natural log of what? Negative cosine of u. So negative cosine of u. And then I'm gonna change your boundary. So so that is gonna be what?
Isn't it 1 over b minus a? Or is it a minus b?
Pi over 3, pi over 2. Yeah, it's b minus a. So this is no, this is not correct. So this is 6 over pi. Okay, so this is 6 over pi natural log of cosine of u between, what is u in this case? What's the u in this case? Pi over 4, right? And the pi over 3 times half, so pi over 6. So it'd be -6 over pi times ln of square root 2 over 2 minus ln of square root 3 over 2. And I think at this part, I will give you full credit. 12. This one is -12. Because it should be pi over 2. Should be pi over 2 minus pi over 3.
Which would be 6 over.
Yeah, 6 over pi.
So there's negative.
Yeah, but negative is coming from integration of tangent.
Okay.
Yeah, -12.
Yes. Okay. You brought the negative outside.
No, that's okay. -12 over pi, and then this one you can end up the natural log of 2 over 3 like this. Eventually, but this one's fun. This one's fun. This is a hard question. Number 10. E to the square root x over square root x dx. So that it will be u equal to square root x du equal to 1 half x to the negative 1 half dx. So 2 square root x du equal to dx. So this one's going to be e to the u square root x times 2 root x dx. This cancel out will be 2e to the square root x plus c. 3 check mark.
What if they dropped their plus B?
Huh?
What if they didn't add plus C, but they got the rest of it?
Half check mark.
They just left it in the integral, like the integral e to the u.
Huh?
They just left it in the integral. Like they did everything plus the final step.
2 check mark. I don't know why it goes from 10 to 12, but don't ask me. So that's gonna be u. This is e to the 2x. This is du over 2e to the 2x. This will cancel out, so that's equal to 1 half du over u. So far, are you okay? Now I'm gonna plug in here, and if you plug in here, it's gonna be 1 plus e to the 2 ln of 4. So this 2 is gonna be here, so they end up to be 17. That's kind of hard. And the bottom is 5. So it'll be 1 half ln of 17 minus ln of 5. Or 1 half ln of 17 over 5. Either way, 3 check mark.
You just leave it as 1 plus E to the 2 natural log of 2. Is that okay?
What?
If they didn't simplify it down to 17, they just left it as 2 natural log of 2 or 2 natural log of 4. Is that okay?
No, give him 2 out of 3. And you know how to simplify that. 13. This is an easy one to earn the point. So that's going to be e to the 4x minus 1 dx. So it'll be 1/4 e to the 4x minus x plus c. $14. Yes. Yep.
They wrote you 0, but then didn't simplify down to 1. They didn't figure it out.
Okay, so you're going to take it to integral. So negative 2x minus 1 squared dx. And if you integrate, u is equal to x minus 1. This is exactly the same homework question. I did not change it. You should not get it wrong. I don't know what to do. Negative 2, who says that? Huh? Miss Katie Hill. This one is gonna be u to this is negative, right? So it's gonna be 2 over u plus c. So it'd be 2 over x minus 1 plus c. And this is f prime of x. Now I need to find out what is it. 4 is equal to 2. So 2 plus c. C is equal to 2, I believe. Yes. The first c is 2.
Correct.
Now I'm gonna get this 2 ln of x minus 1 plus 2x plus c. This is equal to f of x. Now the second one, I'm gonna plug in 4. I'm gonna plug in 4 equal to ln of 2 minus 1 plus 4 plus c. C is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. So this will give you 3 check mark.
What if they were like square?
Then you give them 1.5.
The whole thing is 3 check marks.
Yeah. Oh, Alejandro. Long division's bad. Yeah. I'm gonna use synthetic because I don't have time. So 1, 2. That's gonna be -2. -2 is in the -4, so it should be. Oh, this one's a -6, right? She got -8. It's right in front of me. So this one's a x minus 2, minus 6 over x minus 2. Integration of this. So that is going to be x squared over 2 minus 2x minus 6 ln of x minus 2.
Also 3 check marks.
And plus d. Yes. Yes.
What if they forgot plus C?
Give him half check due to like I penalized Joshua, then I have to penalize the other way too. Otherwise, Joshua's gonna be mad at me. He's kind of a salty person, so right, Joshua? Excuse you. All right, 16. The easy one is actually the one on the left. So that's gonna be the easy one is gonna be u equal to 1 over x, du equal to negative. Wait, this is x to the -1. So -1 x to the -2 dx. So this one is gonna be x squared negative du equal to dx. So that's gonna be integration of a to the u over x squared, and then dx equal to du over. Wait, hold on a second. Negative x squared du. So this cancel out. So that's going to be a to the u du. So that is actually 1 over ln of 5 times 5 to the 1 over x negative plus c. 3 check mark, but they can choose the other questions. No, I don't give you extra credit, sorry. How to do y plus x dy dx is equal to 2xy plus x squared dy dx. So that is gonna be end up to be e to the xy y plus x e to the xy dy dx equal to 2xy plus x squared dy dx. So it'll be y e to the xy minus 2xy all over x squared minus x e to the xy. Woo! So this could be either one thing to replace the other one. I have no idea. You're gonna have to count it up. I'll count it up later though. Just count out how many total check. All right, I'm gonna count up the check for Alejandra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
How many check marks were on 5?
Yeah.
How many were on 5?
Huh?
On 5.
On 5, 3. So,
And then how many in total? 56 in total.
yep. Did you grade with a pencil wearing? So how many points did she get? Can you grade with a pen next time?
You check number 3 on both of theirs. It was like 5 extra work.
Give it to me.
Ben and I are going after school to get the trophies.
You had to bring that brown guy, huh?
Yeah. He's a negotiator. He'll get you a deal.
Okay. Hold on. I haven't finished grading it, but I know where you did wrong. So this one you got 2. You start out right. No, you start wrong. It should be
Power 2 minus power
yeah,
3.
yeah.
This is my sister's work from the question you sent. She wasn't able to do it, but she was talking to me. She's like, "You do this." I'm like, "Yeah, so do it." She was like saying it right, but I don't think she was able to do it.
You want to know the solution?
What was the answer? Oh my! No,
You basically cut up like this. This is 1, 2, 3. So the whole thing is 20. So it's 3 part out of 8.
what was the final answer?
If the whole thing is 20, then it's 20 divided by 8 is 2.5. 2.5 times 3 is 7.5.
Okay.
So it's not arithmetic. It's
Yeah.
thinking about outside the box.
Okay, gotcha.
So we'll see.
Wait, so my like it would only be the dropped negative, right? Everything else would be right.
It's from a different literary book.
For you, it will be a lot completely wrong. For you, you know how to do
Hi, girl.
so 1, 2. So this is a half. 1.5.
Wow, wait.
2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. 50.5 out of 56.
Oh, you're kidding me. There's no way. Okay, thank you, Mr. J. 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Mr. J.
30, 44, 45, what? 56? Beautiful.
She's not happy.
Not.
Who is the worst?
What is it?
No, this is the question I'm asking. Who is the worst in the world? There, how many matches?
Not even like half credit.
How many out of 50?
45.
Barely in the book. She is mentioned like one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kent is not printing his stuff.
Kent is so.
No, this morning at 3 o'clock I get up printing all the stuff, and then I start printing all the calculus. But we need a staple. We need to put a cover sheet. No, each question has stable
I'll come
differently.
in for Same thing.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I'll come try for you. I mean,
think there's somebody. All right, so I'm gonna give it to you, and then some of the people that so I don't know who they are. That back.
Well, I just, you know, I just want to. Let me read the last one.
Because you didn't have anything.
Maybe anything but math. You would do anything but math on this test. Yeah, he draws on his paper. I don't have my glasses. Secret of mine. Oh my god. No, the pencil shot. What is Minecraft Bedwars?
I have color pen. Oh, cheese.
Okay, this way I have to tap in the. I know what the name on it. No, big enough. Shit, and white all over.
Ian, did you do yesterday's homework? You give me something else. That's not yesterday's homework. No, you didn't do yesterday's homework. Yesterday's homework was a test. Okay, you better come after school to understand it because you're gonna have it tomorrow again. Did people help you?
No, he didn't know the answer either.
Who?
I don't think he's in the.
Who do you ask?
I don't think he's in the.
Why don't you post what on the WhatsApp says, hey, how did anybody do this question? It's so easy to just post something. Just say, can somebody help me with this?
I always think I'd ask him very.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, you don't want me to cuss you off, but you really deserve it. Breathe in. I need to be like Will. Will's calm. Will's like the nicest guy that you can find. I need to have some like a Will.
You got it. I think I
Most
just
of it's forgot.
all my energy. I said that one was still on me.
Oh, it's a picture. You know.
All right, so start with the first questions. Yen. My God, you don't need a 20. Anyway, Will. All right, so the first question, you can natural log both sides. Now pay attention, this is negative. If they have the wrong sign, that's wrong. If you natural log both sides, I just skip one step here, but you should get this at the end. If they do that, you can give one check mark because they break down natural log correctly. Got it? Now they also take a derivative correctly. Now, some people didn't cancel the 3. I'm okay with that. Not big deal. The 3 doesn't have to be canceled. And this 2 negative sign should be end up to be positive sign. And then the sine over cosine is tangent. But if you left with a sine over cosine, I'm going to give you the check. But you should always simplify sine over cosine. Now, do you have any questions? If you don't know how to do stuff, yeah, now it's time to learn. Because I make it.
See how the work goes. I understand it.
I don't know if I asked this yesterday, but do I get credit for just writing times y?
Yeah, if somebody says times y at the end, Danya, you're grading her paper. I'm okay with that, but she have to have a parenthesis right here. Does she have that parenthesis?
Well, you got it right, but the last one had it.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, she has negative. It just said.
Oh. Ouch.
Right, you just have to two sign wrong.
I'll give you 1.5 check. If she got that far, that's pretty decent, but she should not have that. That's fine. Who is that though? Huh? Who? Claire's. Oh, Claire, you're missing a negative sign. I'm sorry. Oh, I think, wait. Yeah, 1.5 checks fair because she probably forgot a negative sign from there. She didn't forget at the first line. Did she forget the first line? No, so yeah, she just forgot the derivative of cosine's negative sign. Claire could be cautious. It's okay. You look like you're about to have nervous breakdown. You're fine. She's like, no, I'm fine. All right. Next question. This one I'll give you 3 check mark as well. Fabian, don't give him any point.
Nice songs.
Mhm.
He's Superman song.
Don't try to don't try to what? Don't try to how do you guys say it? Glaze him up or fail his ass. Wait, I'm on live stream.